whole city rising. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fence for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. My intuition told me this. To trust the coach, he holds the gift. He knowing when to go with fits. So we knowing when to switch. This year we got the golden pick. Time to see what that pick about. Bad vibes get sent out. Only fans up in this house. We been waiting, yeah, we been patient. Now it's time to cash out, no discount. Super Bowl, yeah, we in route. I don't know when, but it's close. I don't wanna overhype, but I just know I like it. So excited, league gon' notice now. You should notarize it. They say tour from that rock. Shout out to Samoa and Islands. Time to lay the smack down. You think he Dwayne Johnson? Time to be the people's champ. Hit him with the people's elbows. Sit together like it's Velcro. You think you could stop us? Hell no, all day I dream about sports. I think I need some Chetos. Custom with some Dolphins colors. Just to let them know we here. Yeah. I know the whole city rising. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fence for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
Thank you for joining us. I
patience,
appreciate it.
man.
Yeah, we're
Appreciate
running a
the
little bit
patience.
behind today, guys. So thank you for me, like Gio said. Thank you for patiently waiting for us. Much love. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. So we got a great show for you guys today. We do got a special guest. She's coming on very shortly. She should be on very soon. She just messaged me saying she's coming up right now. So before we get into that, Gio, talk to me, man. How's the feeling going for you as far as the game on Sunday?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. 5 in a row. I'd be lying if I said I was upset. 5 wins in a row. Started off 1-7, and we are 6-7. Looking at 500 here pretty soon. Can't wait till we get there. One game at a time. 5 in a row, guys.
Awesome. And then without further ado, we're gonna bring in our special guest to the show. Everybody, give a warm welcome to Dolphreaky.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on.
How's it going? How you doing?
Great, I've been great. I mean, this win streak has me on all sorts of highs right now. Like, yeah, I really can't believe what's going on with the Dolphins right now. So I'm smiling.
That's awesome. So yeah, we got just a few questions so you can get to know you a little bit. For those of you who that don't know, so we're gonna get started before we get into the actual game that was on Sunday. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm Dolphreaky, also known as Allie, or Allie, also known as Dolphreaky, either way. But I am 31. I'm a retail pharmacist, and I have a husband and 2 kids. They're ages 4 and 3, Mia and Jace. So they're named after the Dolphins. And so I live in Naples, Florida, and I run the Southwest Florida Dolphin Club over here. So we do a lot of watch parties for away games, and I'm a season ticket holder, so I attend all the home games. But yeah, so I have a pretty heavy presence on social media, so that's where a lot of you can find me at Dolphreaky, Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff. If you want to catch up after the show.
Awesome. Appreciate that. So we do have a co-host show. So it's me, Batman 2423, and it's my co-host Gio. So we do the show together. We just started
Nice
up.
to meet you.
You too.
So Gio, you have any questions?
Yes. I want to start off with, I'm sure Batman probably knows because he knows you. He's met you before, I think. What made you a diehard Dolphin fan?
So my story is kind of lengthy, but I owe it all to my dad. I grew up in Pennsylvania. I've only been in Florida for about 8 years now. And so growing up in Pennsylvania, it was kind of like it's kind of like Eagles territory, Steelers territory. And so being a Dolphins fan in Pennsylvania was fun. It was like it was the oddity. So we kind of had a little bit of a difference in the type of fans that we were. I was kind of the more upbeat, loud, like screaming type of fan. My dad was very quiet and reserved, and he'd just kind of like give like a yeah, like that kind of thing when we'd score. And I was just like so the opposite. And so it just kind of over the years, it's been about 21 years now since I've been a fan. So over the years, I just kind of developed this strange obsession with the Dolphins. And I think what really kind of did it for me was I was in a contest years ago. DirecTV had a contest called the Ultimate Displaced Fan. And so living in Pennsylvania, I was a displaced fan. And so I entered this contest, and that kind of got me a lot of social media exposure. And so I started to see the world of, Dolphins beyond Miami. Like I was realizing, okay, we have like displaced fans everywhere. We have fans in the UK, we have fans in Germany, we have fans in Australia, and like all over
Worldwide.
the country.
That's right.
Worldwide. And so I started connecting with people through social media and just sharing experiences. And I was seeing super fans who'd like dress up, and these are the people that you'd see on TV during the games, and it just kind of inspired me. I'm like, okay, like these people are awesome. Like they're showing their fandom in a different way. I want to be like that too, And so, it was kind of like we would go down for a game once a year. And so it started off for me as just kind of like face paint and like a funky wig. And I got to meet like all the super fans that we know now, like Gorilla Luke and Dolphin Maniac. And they were just so humble and so nice. And they were taking pictures with the kids and raising money for charities and like doing all of these things outside the box beyond the realm of just football. And so I kind of realized, okay, we have, what's going on in the field. And obviously like that's what's most important to me. But like there's so many different things you can do as a Dolphins fan beyond that. And so I just like every year I just kind of got more and more into it. And then ultimately I did move to Florida. And so I was able to go to all the home games, and it became so much fun. And yeah, so it's just like a gradual progression of things that kind of got me to where I'm at now.
Awesome. Let me ask you a question, Dolphreaky. So for those of those that haven't been able to experience what it is to come to the Hard Rock and actually tailgate and the whole experience, kind of like walk us through what's your typical Dolphins home game.
Yeah, so my day starts very early because I live in Naples. I'm about 2 hours away from the stadium. And so I get up about 5 a.m., start getting ready. I prepare everything the night before. So I have my game day outfit, which a lot goes into that. And I have all of that ready. I do my makeup, I get up. And then depending on who I'm going with, sometimes I go alone. Because my husband, and I get this question a lot, like, why doesn't your husband come to the games? He's not really into football like I am. Like somehow I ended up with the one man who's not a football fanatic, right? So he does allow me to do this because it's kind of my thing, and I'm so grateful for that. And he will watch the kids, and sometimes we do go together. Sometimes I go with friends, but whatever. We make our way over to Miami, and then we start at the tailgate. So our parking area is called East 12, and it's an orange lot, and it's just the ultimate, in my opinion. It's the ultimate tailgate experience. So we're starting 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. We're already drinking. Everybody is kind of there. A lot of the known fans are there. And so, if you guys are looking for a place to tailgate, definitely slide through East 12 because it's just awesome. And so, yeah, like a lot of people start to come in like around 10:30, 11. The place is packed. Like you can't even walk through there. There's so many people taking pictures and drinking and shots, and we do shot skis and talking about the Dolphins. We're all there like sharing our one love, So yeah, and then for me, that experience is very overwhelming because a lot of people recognize me and want to come out and say hi. So it's a lot of pictures and a lot of talking and meeting new people, which I live for it. Like I just live for it. So for me, that's part of the game day experience. It's like part of the day.
You guys are making me jealous, man. I haven't been able to go to a game in like 4 years.
Yeah, you're missing out. But yeah, definitely like everybody needs to try this at least once. It's one thing, and this is, when I was little, I would just come. We would come and just go right into the game, or we would do some of the fan activities that they had prior to the game. They used to have like some little giveaways and setups out front. And so we would just do that and go in. As I got older, I'm like, whoa, like there's a whole other thing going on. So that's part of the day. And then around 12:30, 1 o'clock, we're starting to head in for the game. And so I do sit in the deep end section, which is section 129. And, that's a huge privilege. And it's my first year actually like being a season ticket holder in that section. And I love it. It's just, your diehards who are giving literally their all to the game. And we all share the common belief that if we, set the tone for the rest of the fans to be loud and proud and, all that stuff, like we can make a difference in the game. So I love sitting there for that reason. And so obviously then you have your game, which is, it could go either way, but lately it's been going great.
Oh,
So
don't say that. I don't want for football gods. Do not listen to that last statement. 6 in a row, guys. Let's go. 6
One
in a
game at a
row.
time. That's what I tell everybody.
I
One
do
game
want
at a time.
to, real quick. There's a few people shouting you out. Finsanity.
hi, Insanity.
I think Jake, is that who you were talking about? Well, not Jake. Did I say that right? Luke.
Luke, I saw Luke in the comments.
There you go. Yeah, let me
Hey,
pull
buddy.
that back up. There he goes. There he goes.
Hey.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Batman, bro. I had to. Didn't mean to cut you off, guys. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. Like you're getting a lot of love. Obviously, you have a big fan base. You're a staple in this Dolphins community. You are considered. You are a super fan, and I just love like the passion that you have for this team. The way you really put a lot of attention to detail, and that's awesome. And that just basically should give up people opportunity that want to do that for their home team and be able to express themselves, as happy as you want to be, because at the end of the day, for everybody, this team, whether we're winning or we're losing, it's kind of like an escape. And
For
it's
sure.
actually it's everyone has a rough week, everyone has their ups and downs, everyone has troubles in life, but at the end of the day, Dolphins play, and it brings a sense of happiness to this fan base. So
Yeah.
we're very appreciated by that.
Thank you.
You have another question, Gio?
I need to hear a favorite player.
Of all time or current?
Both.
Both.
Okay. So my all-time favorite player is Jason Taylor. As a teenager, I just had like a massive crush on him, and I thought, oh my god, like I'm gonna marry that guy. Obviously, it's just a joke in my family, but yeah, obviously that didn't happen. But I did name my son after Jason Taylor, so my son's name is Jace.
Awesome.
One of my big victories this year was I had like a little post on Twitter about my son Jace, and Jason Taylor said he was honored, and I was like, oh, like my whole life is like validated right now. But anyway, so yeah, definitely like all-time favorite player. I just love the passion, and I love how he used to like pump up the crowd. And I think about players like that, like a lot of our defensive guys, like really like getting us hyped like on third down, and like that's what gets the team going too. So that was always cool to see that. As of right now, current players, like man, I'm fond of a couple guys, but yeah, like Waddle's my boy right now. I'm so happy with how he's doing. I really think that he's really starting to shine and feel comfortable with Tua. You can really start to see the dynamic is, the chemistry is forming, and so it's been good so far. So I'm feeling him out.
That's
What
awesome.
questions you got, Angel?
So basically, I was gonna ask a similar question as far as a favorite player, current, and
Sorry
so
about that.
Waddle, Jason Taylor. So, question. So, without getting too much into it, because I know the fan base is divided. What is your personal opinion as far as our current situation, as far as Tua and his progression, throughout the season?
So I've said this from the beginning, and I think one of the most important things that the Dolphins need right now is consistency. It doesn't help us that our quarterback situation has been just completely like a revolving door, and we've not really had a chance to allow the team to develop around a quarterback. So I think we're at this point now where we stick with Tua. And I know, around the time where all this like Watson, stuff was spinning around, there was so much division. I'm glad that we finally kind of have that off of our backs now. And look what happens. Finally, like we get rid of that and we start to win. It's impossible for that to have not affected Tua. You have to think, he's a human being as well. As much as he wants to say, it's just rumors, I can brush it off. It's hard, right? So now I feel like he's finally like, okay, this is my territory. I'm going to ball out. And so that's great to see. It seems like, the players are really kind of rallying around him. And in general, I don't know what they changed, but something changed within the last couple of weeks. And I can only think, that it wasn't related to coaching. It was within the players themselves. They decided to start doing this. So, maybe it's something that Tua did. I don't know, but it's whatever it is, it's working. And, we look pretty good.